Should you start reading Poison Ivy? Is it really that good? How did a Poison Ivy run reach 50 issues? Where should I start? Here, I'll tell you. For context, this run actually started as a short story for the 2021 Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant. From there, it was announced that in June of the following year, Poison Ivy would have a 6-issue story, which later got extended to 12 issues. Now we're at the start of her year 5 and going into a Poison Ivy center event. Bad Seeds. Amazing! But don't worry, you don't have to read all 50 issues if it feels overwhelming. That's the reason why story arcs exist, so you can jump at different points and still know what's happening. You might lose some details for sure, but you'll be fine. Anyways, I'll give you 4 different reading order recommendations depending on how much you want to commit to it. Though, I recommend going for options 3 or 4, or even the secret 5th option. Let's get started! Option 1. If you want the extremely short version for the Bad Seeds event, starring the latest arc, Meet Your Ivy, starring at Poison Ivy number 42. And I also recommend for you to include Batman number 8 after the first issue. It's not the strongest arc, but it'll give you a good introduction to the main characters and a decent idea of what's going on. Not gonna lie, you'd be missing the best parts of the run, but it'll give you enough of a taste and you might want to come back later to revisit the other options. Option 2. If you want to understand better the characters, but don't feel like reading much, read the short story Photosynthesis published in Batman 124, the short story of your Cordyceps Lamia from the Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant, Poison Ivy Swamp Thing, Feral Trees, then start reading from Poison Ivy 37 and onwards. There are gonna be some gaps, but you'll get Ivy's mental state and the relevant character roster from this. Option 3. If you're up for almost the full ride, read the Photosynthesis and Ophiocordyceps Lamia stories, then start from Poison Ivy 1 to 9, which are central to what comes through the entire run, then jump to Poison Ivy 19, 20, and 21, which is her origin story retold from her perspective, then include Poison Ivy Swamp Thing, Feral Trees, and then continue from Poison Ivy 26 onward. If you see an annual, just skip it. This one is close to being the whole run, but removes some issues which aren't part of the core story, but leaves the best ones. Option 4. Pretty much this one is just the entire run. Start at Poison Ivy number 1 up to issue 25, read then Feral Trees, and then continue from issue 26 onwards. And finally, the secret option 5. This one is for the hardcore people. Are you hardcore? This one, more than a recommendation, is how to read the whole thing in order to understand the whole run perfectly. You'd actually have to start way back with Queen Ivy's short story, Ashes of Eden, from Batman the Joker Warzone from 2020. Then continue with Batman's 2021 run by James IV, the Fear State arc. You don't even have to read it all, just read Ivy's appearances, which are in issues Batman 107 and 109. These are the introductions for Bella Garden, Catwoman 34 to 38, Harley Quinn 7 to 9, The Gardener, Batman Fear State Alpha number 1, Batman 112 to 117, and Batman Fear State Omega number 1. Honestly, you can skip any pages where Ivy doesn't appear, and just read the ones where she does or where Harley, Batman, or the Gardener, aka Bella Garden, talk about her. And speaking about Miss Bella Garden, one comic you really don't want to skip pages of is The Gardener, which will be very important for the run. And it's honestly so good, for sure read it. After that, read the Photosynthesis story published in Batman 124, follow up by the short story of your Cordyceps Lamia from the Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant, then read Poison Ivy issues 1 to 6, then reread them again because they're so good, then issues 7 to 25, go to Poison Ivy Swamp Thing Feral Trees, then jump back to Poison Ivy 26 to 38, read the annual. And finally, proceed to read from number 39 to the latest comic, 46. Obviously, this option is the more time consuming, but you'll see it will be worth it. Some optional reads here are the 2 issues from Night Terror's Poison Ivy, Batman 8 from Matt Friction's run, the Marasmus story from DC Pride 2024, and the Strawberry Shortcake story from Justice League Dreamgirls at DC Pride event number 3 from 2026, which will add additional context to everything. And that's it! Not as straightforward as it could be, but I guess that is just the way American comics are. Let me know which option you're choosing in the comments. Make sure to like the video if it was useful for you, and subscribe for more reading author recommendations. Bye!